As Hollywood gets ready to honor its best at the Academy Awards this weekend, there are still unanswered questions about the death of two-time Oscar winner Gene Hackman and his wife. The couple was found dead this week in their New Mexico home. On Friday, investigators ruled out carbon monoxide poisoning and revealed other clues that may lead them to determine what did happen.
This is an investigation, so we're keeping everything on the table. I think the autopsy is going to tell us a lot.
So 911 calls were just released. We have them. We want to play them here. Take a listen.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here, so I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
In separate rooms in their New Mexico estate Wednesday. And moments ago, the Santa Fe County Sheriff told NBC that the couple were likely dead for days or weeks before they were discovered.
Gene Hackman, the legendary Hollywood actor known for his iconic roles, has long been a subject of speculation and rumors. Recently, his son finally addressed the swirling theories surrounding his father's passing, putting an end to years of speculation. At 65, he broke his silence and confirmed the truth behind the whispers that had circulated for so long. Fans and admirers of the Oscar-winning actor were left in shock as new details emerged, shedding light on the mystery surrounding Hackman's final days.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sheriff Adán Mendoza, Sheriff for Santa Fe, New Mexico, Santa Fe County. On Wednesday, February 26, 2025, at approximately 1:45 p.m., Santa Fe County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to 1425 Old Sunset Trail, where Gene Hackman, 95, and his wife Betsy Arakawa, 65, and a dog were found deceased. An individual arrived to perform maintenance on the residence, became concerned after receiving no answer, and contacted neighborhood security to conduct a welfare check. Security then checked on the residence and observed Mr. Hackman and Miss Arakawa on the ground unresponsive through a window and called 911.
Gene Hackman, the esteemed actor renowned for his roles in films like The French Connection and Unforgiven, was found deceased alongside his wife, Betsy Arakawa, in their Santa Fe, New Mexico home on February 26, 2025.
Jason, this is the entrance to the affluent gated community where Gene Hackman and his wife lived. We're about a 10-minute drive from downtown Santa Fe, and then once you get inside the gates, you have a short distance to their home. So it was clear that they wanted seclusion and privacy, and that is apparently exactly what they got, because the latest from authorities indicates that Gene and his wife Betsy were likely dead inside their home for more than a week before they were discovered on Wednesday. And the running theory this week was that they perhaps passed away from carbon monoxide, especially because one of Gene's daughters indicated she thought there was toxic fumes. But yesterday, the Santa Fe County Sheriff ruled out carbon monoxide, citing the pathologist, saying that there was not carbon monoxide in the home and that no carbon monoxide was detected in their bodies.
25-year-old Hackman and his wife, a 63-year-old classical pianist, their German Shepherd dog, all of them tonight mysteriously dead. The police right now are ruling out a carbon monoxide leak. This frantic 911 call captured the moment they were found.
Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are on their way, okay?
So Josh Kimball is there outside Hackman's Santa Fe home.
The couple's unexpected passing has left fans and the film industry in mourning, with many seeking answers about the circumstances surrounding their passing.
He was one of Hollywood's finest. Actor Gene Hackman died this past week at age 95. Hackman's film legacy includes Oscar-winning performances in The French Connection and Unforgiven. Our remembrance is from Mo Rocca.
Gene Hackman won Oscars, playing a police detective who breaks the rules in The French Connection.
You been in Poughkeepsie, haven't you? I want to hear it! Come on! On Independence Day.
And a villainous sheriff who makes the rules in Unforgiven.
When he fires that, take out your pistols and shoot him down like the mangy scoundrel he is.
No, don't speak.
And in Young Frankenstein, Hackman Hackman won laughs as an insightful blind hermit.
The discovery was made by maintenance workers who noticed the couple had not been seen for an extended period. Upon entering the residence, they found Hackman in the mudroom and Arakawa in the bathroom, with one of their dogs also deceased nearby.
Let's take you to New Mexico now for new details on the deaths of award-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife and their dog. A police search warrant says the deaths were found to be suspicious enough to require a thorough investigation. The warrant also reveals Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, were found in separate rooms and were deceased for what authorities describe as some time. On Wednesday, a caretaker arrived to do routine work and called 911 when he saw the bodies from outside the house.
Some news channels have recently released the 911 call related to Gene Hackman's passing that has unveiled some chilling details. The call, made by a distressed maintenance worker, paints a disturbing picture of the scene at Hackman's Santa Fe home. The caller was very obviously overwhelmed with emotion, trying to relay the situation to the dispatcher.
Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are on their way, okay?
An individual arrived to perform maintenance on the residence, became concerned after receiving no answer, and contacted neighborhood security to conduct a welfare check. Security then checked on the residence and observed Mr. Hackman and Miss Arakawa on the ground unresponsive through a window and called 911. Deputies arrived and gained access to the residence where they observed Mrs. Arakawa deceased. They continued the search of their home and located Mr. Hackman in a separate area of the residence, also deceased. A German Shepherd was also found deceased, and two other dogs who appeared healthy were located on the property. Deputies then secured the scene and notified the Criminal Investigations Division.
Preliminary investigations revealed no signs of external trauma or foul play, and initial tests ruled out carbon monoxide poisoning as the cause.
Initial interrogation was conducted of Mr. Hackman's pacemaker. This revealed that his last event was recorded on February 17th, 2025.
The Santa Fe County Sheriff revealing tonight that Hackman was probably dead for 9 days after being discovered by maintenance workers Wednesday afternoon.
I think that is a very good assumption that was his last day of life.
In an affidavit, deputies say the couple's bodies were found in separate rooms. Hackman near the kitchen with a walking cane and sunglasses near him. His wife was found in a bathroom next to a prescription bottle with scattered pills on the floor. Her body, quote, showed obvious signs of death, body decomposition, bloating in her face, and mummification.
Autopsies conducted on the bodies revealed no signs of external trauma. However, the condition of Arakawa's body, which showed signs of mummification and bloating, indicated that she had been unalive for some time before being discovered. Hackman's body was found in a room off the kitchen, while Arakawa's body was found in a bathroom. The couple's dog was found deceased in a closet nearby.
Well, we just got some new information from a preliminary autopsy report. Do we know what it says?
Well, so the sheriff is saying that the autopsy confirms there are no signs of external traumatic injuries and there's no sign of foul play. This, keeping in mind, we still haven't gotten the full autopsy report or the toxicology report, which will reveal the exact cause of death. But according to court documents, it says there's no obvious signs of a gas leak, no obvious signs of carbon monoxide poisoning, but officials are not ruling anything out because the couple's bodies were both found partly decomposed and mummified. The sheriff says they had likely been dead for 1 to 2 weeks. So we're hoping to find out more at a press conference later on this afternoon.
Forensic expert Joseph Scott Morgan highlighted the unusual nature of multiple demises occurring within the same residence without any obvious signs of trauma. He explained that in his extensive experience working as a medical examiner in Atlanta and for the coroner in New Orleans, such cases typically involve external trauma, toxic substances in the air, or something ingested.
Joining me now is Joseph Scott Morgan, Distinguished Professor of Applied Forensics at Jacksonville State University. Professor Morgan, thank you for being here. So I want to start with, okay, no external trauma, no immediate signs of foul play, at least according to preliminary autopsies. I mean, what sticks out to you of all the details we know so far?
That this is a multiple death scenario. This is not common, particularly, I worked for the ME in Atlanta and for the coroner in the New Orleans area. And Omar, I got to tell you, in my recollection, I've never worked a case with multiple deaths in a single structure that weren't either trauma related, or there was some type of toxin in the air, or it was something that had been ingested.
Authorities have noted that the couple had been deceased for several days before their bodies were discovered. Hackman's pacemaker recorded its last activity on February 17th, suggesting they may have passed away around that time. The state of decomposition further supports this timeline.
Gene Hackman and his wife, the 95-year-old legend, and his wife Betsy were found dead in their sprawling estate in Santa Fe. Initial reports said no foul play was suspected, and there was speculation that they were killed by carbon monoxide poisoning. But now, in a jaw-dropping turn of events, their deaths are being called suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation.
You have Gene Hackman, who is in the mudroom off the kitchen by the back door, who appears to have taken a fall.
A cane was found nearby.
And a pair of sunglasses. It looks like he fell where he was and he dropped what he had. You have his wife, Betsy, in a bathroom on the other side of that floor, where there are pills scattered on the counter and a space heater that's been knocked over, and a dog in a kennel or a crate that's also deceased. And, it's the kind of thing where you could say murder-suicide, but it doesn't appear to have the trauma that would go with murder. You could say a joint suicide, but those things usually come with a somewhat of a ritual where people will take an overdose, get in bed together, or hold hands sitting down.
The investigation into their passing has been described as challenging. While no immediate evidence points to foul play, the unusual circumstances have prompted a thorough examination. Prescription medications were found near Arakawa's body, but experts have indicated that a companion suicide is less likely, given the separate locations where their bodies were found.
You worry about your health? Are you
I try to take care of myself. I don't have a lot of fears. I have the normal fear of passing away. I guess we all think about that, especially you get to be a certain age. I want to make sure that my wife and my family are taken care of. Other than that,
Hackman and his wife, Arakawa, were found in separate rooms in their Santa Fe home. Hackman, 95, was discovered in a mudroom near his cane, suggesting he may have fallen. Arakawa, 64, was found in an open bathroom near a space heater. Both bodies showed signs of decomposition, with Arakawa's body exhibiting bloating and mummification in her hands and feet.
Police are working to obviously uncover this mystery. Can you go over how all of this unfolded and what we know up to this point?
Hey Mugo, yeah, it's just been an absolutely tragic story so far. We're in front of the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office right now, where it seems like the more information we get, the more mysterious this case becomes. Officials were first called out to the couple's home on Wednesday when that maintenance man who you just heard the call from had tried to contact the couple but was unable to reach them. That's when deputies went in and they found Hackman's body in the mudroom. It appears he may have fallen. They found his wife, Betsy Arakawa's body in the bathroom with her head next to a space heater.
An open prescription bottle and pills were scattered on the nearby countertop. One of the couple's German shepherds was found unalive less than 15 feet from Arakawa in a closet, while their other two dogs were found alive in the bathroom near Arakawa and outside.
Officials are also saying they found a prescription bottle as well as pills scattered on the counter next to her, but they're not yet saying what those kind of pills were. As for the dogs, the dog that died, a German Shepherd, was locked in a kennel next to Arakawa's body, and officials also found two other dogs who were alive that were roaming around the property.
Hackman, who retired from acting in 2004, had largely withdrawn from public life, making few appearances in recent years. Neighbors and friends noted that the couple had become increasingly reclusive, with their last known sighting occurring earlier this year.
While we wait the official autopsy results in the deaths of iconic actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy, we've gotten new information that might provide us some important context into their deaths. Hello, my friend, Perez Hilton here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and I shared with you all the tragic details about the sudden deaths of the Oscar winner and his much younger wife. Briefly, a welfare check was performed after those in their gated community had not heard from them in weeks.
Despite his absence from the screen, Hackman's legacy as a versatile and powerful actor endures. Tributes have poured in from colleagues and fans alike. John Travolta, who worked with Hackman on the 1995 film Get Shorty, reminisced about their very funny conversations and praised Hackman's brilliance.
This week, our community lost a giant. And I lost a dear friend, Gene Hackman. I had the pleasure of working alongside Gene on 2 films, Unforgiven and Under Suspicion. And like everyone who's ever shared a scene with him, I learned he was a generous performer and a man whose gifts elevated everyone's work.
Filmmaker Francis Ford Coppola hailed Hackman as a great actor who was inspiring and magnificent in his work and complexity.
And he told Reuters, I haven't held a press conference to announce retirement, but yes, I'm not going to act any longer. I've been told not to say that over the last few years in case some real wonderful part comes up, but I really don't want to do it any longer. I respected Gene as an actor, but I respected his decision to step away or retire even more. Because yeah, I mean, most people retire, but in terms of actors, we don't really expect them to, and a lot of them don't. Like, I remember Christopher Plummer said, I'd rather die right on stage doing my craft. Nobody retires in our profession. We just go until we drop. And to each their own, but I respected that Gene said, nope, I'm done. Now, a lot of the actors who did get to work with Gene before his retirement are praising him unlike any other today.
As investigations continue, the exact cause of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's demise remains undetermined. Authorities await the results of comprehensive autopsies and toxicology reports to provide clarity on this tragic event. In the meantime, the world reflects on Hackman's remarkable contributions to cinema and the enduring impact of his performances.
He was an extraordinary actor. He was somebody who was good at drama, who was believable in action films, and he could also do comedy. He was really funny and Get Shorty. So his range was really vast, which is kind of impressive because he just looked like an everyman.
The recent and unexpected passing of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, has left many in shock and searching for answers. As investigations continue to uncover the circumstances surrounding their passing, we invite you to share your thoughts and memories of the legendary actor. How do you feel about the mysterious nature of his and his wife's passing? Your reflections and insights are welcome in the comments below.